Welcome to our new channel, SMS Connect, bringing SMS closer one story at a time. Today is our episode 1 of SMS Family, and we have with us the OG of SMS Limited, our very own Shri Anand Sancheti ji, to whom we refer lovely as Anand sir. The information I could Google about you is you are the managing director of SMS Limited. You are an avid reader. You appreciate art. You are also a badminton player. You are the second generation leader at the SMS group. You are married to Shruti Sancheti ma'am, who also owns her own fashion label. And you have two kids in the name of Trishula and Karan. Beyond this, sir, now as we have welcomed you, can you tell me about yourself and you as a child and even today?
Thank you, Saloni. First of all, my best wishes to this channel, which we are starting to connect with SMS on a broader platform so that people can know more about SMS and at the same time, people can relate themselves more to SMS. I joined this company in early 90s and started my work as development of a farm. So the sustainable farming was one of the mottos which is still continuing. And then thereafter we did lot many works. We passed through many phases. And as Anand Sancheti, I think in this company, not only IQ, EQ, but also the resilient quotient with which this company has passed the phases and is on the growth path. I am happy that I have been a part of this journey as whole.
Amazing, sir. As you shared about your journey in SMS Limited, coming from a family of leaders, was there anything, something new you wanted to do? Like, was there something else you always saw yourself doing?
On the first stage, I was more or less tuned to follow the orders when I started my journey. The first one of them was an irrigation project which I was looking after and was being executed by a subcontractor. However, in the very early stage of my life, I had the fortune of taking charge of Durg bypass project, which was not only my first but it was also country's first BOT project by NHAI on BPP model. So that was one of the most early experiences which shaped me for my independence in thinking, planning, and also in execution, and also the various formats of works which can be executed in this.
So SMS was always in your blood. हमेशा से यही आना
हाँ,
था.
बिल्कुल.
Because you come from a family of leaders, there are so many leaders in your family, even knowing about Shruti ma'am and your kids as well. What was your early experiences with leadership and special more of before your professional life? Your first encounter to leadership?
I will say I didn't have much exposure to the leadership during my early phase of career. It all started at a later stage. However, the works which we were executing were of the many firsts. So at that stage, I can say that the works which we were executing were the leaders of that time, and they were the early stage works which set the tone of the foundation of this company and also at many a times the foundation of the works for this country. The BOT project of Durg bypass, when it was started, at that point of time the telecom had failed, shipping had failed, power had failed, and the privatization of many works were not kicking off. At that point of time, when we started doing the road project, everyone expected another failure. But that project not only changed the course of the unsuccessful stories, but also set the agenda as the most successful BOT story, which still continues even today as roads being the best sector for PPP. So that was the leadership project, I will say, for this company. Secondly, when we executed a Hosur Krishnagiri project, that was one of the first few projects of Golden Quadrilateral, which we finished with bonus for early execution. Third project which we did was where I was personally involved. All these projects I was personally involved. There have been many projects which the company executed, but the ones which I was involved was Uranium Corporation Tumlapalli project, wherein the challenge was that such a large scale mining project was being awarded for the first time in metal mine. For the first 3 to 4 years, we were not only struggling to get through, but the kind of success we had was only 2% of what was to be executed in the early 2 to 3 years. But at that point of time, the leadership at UCIL and the execution team of SMSL, led by Mr. K.R. Rao, not only turned around the project but made it a success story for which we are known for, even at this stage, producing more than 60% of uranium ore for this country. So, we have not only set the tone of leadership in various projects at this stage, but we have been the pioneer in setting up the standards for various projects which we have been doing.
Okay. And as the tagline of this show is bringing SMS closer, one story at a time. Now I truly want to understand you more as a person. So when you are leading such a diverse company, what keeps you going and what interests you to lead such a diverse company?
Well, firstly, I don't call myself leading this company because I think that hardly everyone in this company might have also seen me. But I am present everywhere through each one of you.
Mhm.
So that's the leadership which I want, that you yourself are your own leader, you yourself are your own SMS. And that's what you should be carrying. On the diverse fields, I am very happy and I feel very lucky that being a second generation, the company has come to this level and the third generation is now taking over. Not only they are bringing new laurels to this group, but they are also overachieving the various agenda items set henceforth. The bandwidth of the company is increasing. In every vertical where we are present, it has a capacity of being one more SMS or maybe thrice the size of SMS. So I think the diversified portfolio which we have not only has a capability to grow, but each sector of this has a capability to become another SMS in the offing.
So with this so extended journey with SMS you have had, is there a particular project or a milestone you are extremely proud of?
Well, I will say I am proud of each project and each journey, and I am proud of each day which I spend at SMS. However, one particular moment which there have been many moments, but one particular moment which I would like to inform at this stage is was the signing of Durg bypass project. I think I was in my late 20s and had just started being part of SMS. And at that point of time, there were three first generation seniors who were part of SMS. But when signing of the concession agreement, which was done with a much fanfare with the Union Cabinet Minister, Chairman of NHI, Secretary of Department had come, at that point of time, I was asked from the company not only to sign it, but also to lead that project. At that point of time, that mantle of leadership which was placed upon me is one moment which I can never forget.
Mhm.
Another moment was my interaction with Dr. Abdul Kalam when he had come to the site and we were talking to him about the uranium project, and we told him that the cost of this uranium mining is very high, and his one line is still very, I remember very distinctly, was costly independence is better than cheap dependence. And that is with which we then expanded in the uranium ore and the project is going on. So these are two moments which I can recall at this stage, but there have been so many moments of which I am proud of with this company.
All right. Now, you being the second generation leader, what is your broader vision with respect to SMS Limited, which goes beyond business numbers?
Very difficult to say because as a second generation leader, you are always a sandwich layer. You not only come with the values, discipline, and at the same time, the system which has been set by the first generation people, but at the same time, you have to be the lighthouse and provide vision for the next generation as well.
Absolutely.
So, my first thing is the business which you create should be sustainable and should be an institution, should not be driven by an individual. It should be more with the system, processes, so that it can last forever. And both these things, systems and processes, are a continuous updation required along with the times with which you are going ahead.
All right. SMS is growing in so many different directions. Probably you make so many big decisions on a daily basis. You being the second generation, what values did you imbibe from your father, Shri Shakti Kumar Madanlal Sancheti sir, which you keep close to your heart while making these big decisions?
Well, one of the values which he always taught me, that whenever you have any meeting or whatever you have to do, or whenever you give a commitment to time, I have not been able to go anywhere on time, but always 5 minutes before time. Because if you want to be seen, be on time. If you want to decide, take a timely decision. If you want to do anything, let it do, let it be on time. So that's one thing of time value which I have learned from him. Second thing which I have learned from him is the value of your commitment. I remember one day he had promised a driver to a particular person that he will be sending a driver, and on that day my grandfather had expired. That day, while leaving the home for my native place, he called up that person and told, "See, today I had told you I will be sending the driver, but I am sorry I will not be able to do it because my father has expired and I am moving out of station." So, the value of commitment is as important as a commitment to yourself. The discipline and the integrity to yourself is something which you give it back to the company and everyone, is something which I have learned from him.
Okay. So when I was talking to everyone in SMS group, everyone told me that you are like Mahendra Singh Dhoni. You are the captain cool in SMS. Reaching to that area when you are under pressure, what keeps you calm and so focused?
As I said in the earlier part, the over preparation. Once you have taken care of many things and at the same time you have looked at many angles of the same side, I think you are prepared for each and every issue which comes across.
Mhm.
And unless and until your absorbing capacity to the adversity, and as I said, resilient quotient increases. These are the two things which always will keep you cool and calm under any circumstances. And at the same time, you will not be, किसी के भी आने से आपको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला, आपको कुछ नहीं है। जब जब जो होना है तब तब सो होता है, और वो अच्छे के लिए ही होता है। आपका काम है निरंतर कार्यरत रहे उस चीज के प्रति जो आपका गोल है और जिसके ऊपर आपको जाना है। मुझे ये क्लियरली लगता है कि अगर आपने आपकी जर्नी तय कर ली है क्या करना है, और यदि आप आपकी जर्नी एंजॉय करना चालू कर देते हो, तो गोल इज ऑल्सो, यू ऑलवेज, आपको हमेशा लगेगा कि गोल बस आ ही रहा है। तो यू हैव टू बी कूल एंड काम एंड एंजॉय द जर्नी, एंजॉय द प्रोसेस, नॉट ओनली द गोल।
And that's a true Dhoni answer for us. SMS is a very big team. There are a lot of sites, there are a lot of people working. They come from a different age background, they come from a different areas. All of this, when there's a team so big, it is a task to develop a culture in the company. So, with respect to SMS Limited, what kind of a culture you want to develop here and that is motivating and moving?
Well, the kind of culture SMS has at this stage, I will say, is you not only have to be complied with the present rules, but also you have to put your people in the first place. For me, if I have to say what my tagline would be, it will be compliance must,
Uh-huh.
safety first, employee next, profit rest. So once the people with whom I am working with, they are happy, I'm sure my clients and my profits will keep on coming. The family values with each kind of employee which we have is the value which will make this company not only ticking, but it will make it running and galloping.
I loved the tagline, first of all. And that's a very true thing I've seen in SMS. There's a lot of value chain and people are respected a lot. Moving forward, whenever we read SMS, we read partners in nation building. What is the role of SMS in terms of development of India? And if you could elaboratively explain, especially in sustainability and infrastructure, because we talk a lot about it.
इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बिल्डिंग के बारे में आज की स्थिति में आप अगर देखेंगे तो लोग देश की सड़कें, ब्रिज, टनल्स, पानी लोगों तक के पहुंचाना, इरिगेशन, फार्मिंग, इन सारी चीज़ों के अंदर में आज की डेट के अंदर में एसएमएस प्री क्वालिफाई बड़े बड़े प्रोजेक्ट्स में होता भी है और वो करता भी है। सीवेज ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट, एफ्लुएंट ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट, बायोमेडिकल वेस्ट ट्रीटमेंट या इंडस्ट्रियल वेस्ट ट्रीटमेंट, इन सब चीज़ों को आज यदि हम सुचारू रूप से कर सकते हैं तो ये ना केवल देश के लिए हितकारी है मगर हमारी इकोनॉमी को भी बढ़ावा देता है, क्योंकि यदि ये चीज़ प्रॉपर करते हैं तो पूरे देश की हेल्थ को एक प्रकार से मदद मिलती है। आज यदि आप देखेंगे तो रेयर अर्थ का जो अभाव क्रिएट हुआ है, हम लोग उसके अंदर में जिस प्रकार से कॉपर, यूरेनियम, जिंक और कोयला, इन सारी चीज़ों के अंदर में माइनिंग में सस्टेनेबल वे में जुड़े हुए हैं, मुझको ऐसा लगता है कि हम देश की जीडीपी के अंदर में ना केवल हमारा योगदान दे रहे हैं मगर उन सारी चीज़ों के अंदर में दे रहे हैं जिसे आज देश को एक सुदृढ़ और मजबूत बनने में मदद मिलती है। इसीलिए हम बोलते हैं पार्टनर्स इन नेशन बिल्डिंग।
अमेजिंग। मूविंग फॉरवर्ड सर, ऐसा कोई समय, एक कोई मोमेंट जिसने आपकी सोच बदली, लीडरशिप स्टाइल बदला?
देयर हैव बीन, लीडरशिप स्टाइल हैज ऑलवेज बीन इवॉल्विंग विथ मी।
ओके।
So, what brought me here cannot take me there has always been my motto. परंतु एक चीज जो मुझे जिसने मेरी पूरी आज की जो जर्नी है उसको बदला है, वो था माय फादर्स डेथ. टिल दैट टाइम I used to be little more carefree, and I used to be not so much concerned about the mistakes which I would be making, because there was always someone who would handle it.
Yeah.
Parantu, I lost him when I was 37 or 38, और उस समय से ये समझ में आया कि आज मेरी चीज के लिए केवल मैं जिम्मेदार नहीं हूं, मगर उसकी पूरी जिम्मेदारी इस कंपनी के ऊपर भी आएगी. सो कम से कम गलतियां करना और पूरी चीज को ओवर कॉशियसली देखना, ये एक आदत सी हो गई. और इस जर्नी के अंदर में मैंने ये सीखा, आप सही निर्णय लो या ना लो, मगर आपका गलत निर्णय आपको पीछे जरूर ले जाएगा.
Yes.
और अगर आप आपके निर्णय लेते रहो तो आपकी जर्नी निरंतर रहेगी, एंड ग्रोथ इज जस्ट राउंड द कॉर्नर, एंड इट इज बाउंड टू हैपन.
Thank you for sharing this, because these are very specific moments, losing your father and enlightening yourself, and also focusing कि आप एक पूरी कंपनी लीड करते हो. आपका हर एक डिसीजन पूरे कंपनी को चेंज करता है. Now this company has a lot of youngsters. You have two children, Trishula and Karan, and you have such a diversified experience all around your life. What is that one life lesson you want to share with the youngsters in the company and to your children?
First of all, I would like to say that I am very proud of my both the children,
Uh-huh.
and at the same time my extended children, that is Param, Nirbhaya and Akshay. They all are excellent people, and I am sure the future of SMS is in more than safe hands. One life lesson which I will tell always for everyone is be on time, focused, and never be afraid of failures. If you are on time and if you are focused, when I say on time, मतलब आपको कोई चीज़ यदि कोई बोलता है कि मुझे 5 बजे चाहिए, तो आप उसके 2 बजे रेडी रखिए. 2 बजे से उसके ऊपर में आप रिहर्स कर लीजिए, सो दैट आपको आप ना केवल उस 5 बजे की मीटिंग के लिए प्रिपेयर्ड हो, बट आप आने वाली किसी भी 5 बजे की मीटिंग की किसी भी क्वेश्चनएयर के लिए आप उत्तर देने के लिए सक्षम हो. फोकस्ड अगर आप रहोगे तो उसके अंदर में आपको बेटर रहेगा. एसएमएस लिमिटेड ने अपनी जर्नी के अंदर में कुछ डाइवर्सिफिकेशन करने की कोशिश की. मुझे ऐसा लगता है हम वो डाइवर्सिफिकेशन यदि नहीं करते तो आज हम जहां हैं इससे ज्यादा बेहतर तरक्की कर पाते. टैप कैब और ऐसे कुछ, ये हमारे लिए हार्ड हिटिंग लेसन्स है कि हमने अननोन फील्ड के अंदर में केवल तभी जाना चाहिए जब हमारे पास में स्पेयर समय, स्पेयर बैंडविड्थ और स्पेयर रिसोर्सेस हो. और इस कंपनी का इन डाइवर्सिफिकेशन से किसी भी तरह का कोई लेना देना ना हो. तो मेरा ये सोचना रहेगा, समय, फोकस और बी रेजिलियंट क्वेश्चन, डोंट बी अफ्रेड ऑफ फेल्यूअर्स, बी रेजिलियंट टू ऑल द फेल्यूअर्स. यही चीज मैं मेरे नेक्स्ट सारे एसएमएस फैमिली को बोलना चाहूंगा.
थैंक यू सो मच, एंड आई थिंक इट्स वेरी मोटिवेटिंग टू ऑल ऑफ अस. ये हम बहुत सुनते हैं टाइम का वैल्यू या फेलियर्स आर नॉर्मल, बट जब आप जैसे पर्सनालिटी के मुंह से सुनते हैं तो वो बहुत रियलिस्टिक लगता है, दैट इट्स रियली अचीवेबल.
हम लोग जिस फील्ड में हैं, our success percentage is 1%.
ओके.
So if I become afraid of failures, when I say I, that means SMS family, I think we don't know where we'll land. So ठीक है, आपके भाग्य में जो लिखा है और आपको जो मिलना है वो मिलना ही है.
अमेजिंग सर. अभी थोड़ा फन सेक्शन की तरफ आते हैं. हमने एसएमएस को जाना, हमने आपकी लीडरशिप स्टाइल को समझा, हमने एक एसएमएस एक फैमिली है उसे देखा, आपने अक्षय सर का नाम लिया, परम सर का नाम लिया, निर्भय सर का नाम लिया, एंड कितना डाइवर्सिफाइड है एंड कितने यंग लोग इस कंपनी से जुड़े हैं. यू गिविंग मी एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टुडे टू इंटरेक्ट विथ यू. नाउ लेट्स हैव सम फन थिंग्स. जब आप छोटे थे, व्हाट वाज योर ड्रीम करियर? क्या बनना चाहते थे आप?
मैं क्या बनना चाहता था? आई थिंक मैं कुछ बनना ही नहीं चाहता था. मैं जैसा जो चल रहा है उसी में खुश रहना चाहता था. मुझे कुछ करना ही नहीं था.
सो नो डॉक्टर, इंजीनियर,
नेवर.
ऑलवेज गो विद द फ्लो.
ऑलवेज नहीं नहीं, ऑलवेज वांटेड टू बी हैप्पी.
नाइस.
मैं कुछ करना ही नहीं चाहता था. आई वांटेड अदर्स टू वर्क फॉर मी एंड आई वांटेड टू ओनली एंजॉय.
Okay. Very good answer. Very entrepreneurial or growing from the very beginning. What is a phrase which you commonly use? आप हमेशा बोलते हैं, सब आपके मुंह से सुनते हैं. या ऐसी कोई डेली हैबिट जो सबको पता है कि दिस इज आनंद सर का चीज?
नहीं, सबको. आई एम वेरी प्रेडिक्टेबल. एवरीवन इज अवेयर व्हाट टाइम आई विल बी वेयर, व्हेन एंड हाउ. बट एक चीज मैं आपको बोलूंगा. द माय दिस थिंग, योर नेटवर्क इज योर नेटवर्थ.
हाँ.
आपके जितना, मैं आज भी देखता हूँ जितना डाइवर्सिफाइड मेरा नेटवर्क है, राइट फ्रॉम पियून टू एमडी टू चेयरमैन टू पॉलिटिशियंस टू देयर पीएज और टू देयर ड्राइवर्स. आज जैसे मेरा दोस्त कहीं कांस्टेबल है, तो एक दोस्त मेरा कहीं पर मैं एडिशनल डायरेक्टर जनरल भी है. एंड आई इंटरैक्ट ऑल ऑफ देम विथ इक्वल आत्मीयता, इक्वल फ्रेंडशिप एंड इक्वल jokes. We all are a part of one, on one table and on one level. So that is what is, I think, the funniest part is of this life. I have seen a friend of mine who was a constable telling to one commissioner of police, अबे जाना, तेरे को बहुत सलामी करना है, मैं तो यहाँ खुश रहने वाला हूँ.
Right.
You know, this is how the fun things go.
नाइस. सो कमिंग टू अ वेरी रैपिड फायर, आपको सिर्फ चॉइसेस देनी है. मैं आपको 2 ऑप्शंस दूंगी. जस्ट चूज वन. चाय या कॉफी?
Coffee, always.
So the black coffee or the
Black.
black coffee? Okay.
But don't call me racist.
I want. Nagpur or Mumbai?
Nagpur.
What do you like about Nagpur?
Nagpur is Nagpur.
Nagpur is Nagpur.
Nagpur is Nagpur. You don't have to think anything to like it. Everything about Nagpur is likable.
Okay. Samosa or vada pav?
Samosa.
Uh-huh. Emails or phones? How can we reach you?
Emails.
Okay. Rainy season or winter?
Winters.
Cricket or football?
Ah,
Or may I add badminton also in this list?
no. I will always say football is my first choice.
Uh-huh.
Cricket second.
Okay. Bollywood or Hollywood?
Bollywood.
Okay. So this was our fun section with you. Sir, as with this channel, we want to reach out to all the people in the SMS family. We want them to know you better. We want them to know the journey it has. Is there any final message you want to give to the audience and to the SMS family members?
Be truthful to yourself, to the place we are, to the company, to your family, to the values. That's all.
Thank you so much for episode 1 of SMS Family. It was our honor to have you, sir, for the very first episode. And you simplified leadership for us. You have had an amazing journey with SMS Limited. And as you said, the 3rd generation is gearing up and we can see the changes. Hopefully, we see SMS Limited growing, scaling with the equivalent speed. Thank you so much, too.
Thank you, Saloni, and best wishes to you for your forthcoming journey.
Thank you.